Hey Royal Family, it's Roanna Moodley and this is the front row. Thank you so much for choosing the front row. I have been uploading YouTube shorts because that's like on a beta stage in my country, or maybe just with my variation of the app. So I have been uploading some YouTube shorts just to get a sense of how it works, but I'm still thinking that a full-on video is so much more like fun and it gets my message across far better. The setting is a little different today because I am sitting at my desk, which is quite exciting because I realized it's actually much more comfortable to film in this particular spot. But anyway, without rambling anymore, by the title of this video, you know that it is something that we all are guilty of, or most of us, and that is just to stop controlling things. And I have been such a big control freak in a sense that I need to know what's going on, and I like to plan every little detail. And I don't know if you've been following some of my TikToks and Instagram, you'll know that I'm becoming more and more interested in my meditation and self-awareness. And through my self-awareness and meditation, a voice came to me, or like a feeling came to me that said, chill out, sister, just let it be. And so that's what this video is about, and I'm going to take you through how you can just let go of that control. Family, my name is Roanna Moodley and this is the front row. Thank you so much for choosing the front row. Thank you so much for being a part of the royal family. And today we are talking about how we can lose control in a good way and just let go. 10 ways to let go of the need to control yourself. Stop it. We need to stop it. I have been someone that is kind of controlling, not in the sense that I would tell you what to do all the time, but in the sense that I wanted to just be in control of all situations and things. And through my meditation practice and through my self-reflection journey, I'm slowly realizing that the more I let go and the more I just give it to God or a universe and just surrender holistically, life starts becoming a little bit better for me. And there's 10 ways that we can let go of control. And if you see my eyes going down all the time, that's because I've got my script in front of me, because I don't want to miss anything. And a lot of the time I don't use a script and I just speak. And then sometimes I might not say all the things I wanted to say, and it becomes like a long and drawn out video. So I'm trying to be more planned. Perfect planning and execution, guys. Okay. So point number 1 is use imagery. When you notice yourself in the control mindset, imagine trying to climb the steepest mountain there. Think about the amount of energy, time, and headspace that is consumed with trying to climb this mountain. This is control. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go and not having the need to climb this mountain. The second is write down your fear list. What are the things that make you afraid? Control is rooted in fear. So why are you feeling the way that you feel? Why do you feel the need to take control? And why do you feel like you have to be in control all the time? And when you continue to ask yourself why, you're getting to the root cause. And finally, you'll probably realize that I don't actually need to be in control. When I looked at myself and I asked myself, why do I need to control things and know what's going on? And a big part of that has to do with major loss. Growing up, we had so many instances where we had lost big time. I mean, I was evicted twice from my home. I didn't grow up with a lot of things, and the need to keep it tight and to not lose it again, the fear of losing it, or the fear of my parents not keeping a job, or my parents not being able to pay something, and just felt like I needed to take control and to make sure that I knew what was going on. And acknowledging that is sort of been the hardest thing for me, because that's what I've chosen to now really like dedicate my interest in and to heal myself with. And I'm so grateful and I'm so glad that I'm on this journey of healing myself. I know that I will get to a place where I can say that that part of my life, my childhood, is now healed and it's forgotten. But I want to take those lessons and I want to propel it into a stronger individual. And I constantly try to grow within myself and to be better, because I don't want to be a product of my circumstances and I don't want to be a product of my background, and I'm more powerful than I realize. So a big part of it is realizing where that fear comes from when you do write down your fear list, because you can easily write down, I'm scared of spiders, but like why? Which is a silly example, but I'm sure you get my point. The next thing is write down what presence means to you. When you have presence in your life, gratitude comes into play, because you are grateful for the good presence that you have in your life. And when that happens, fear goes away. And that's a powerful position to be in, because you are not then at the mercy of fear. The next thing is ground yourself. Imagine yourself in the future having a life that is more than you've ever imagined, in a good way, but you didn't take full control over it. You surrendered it to the universe or a higher power or a God, whichever you feel, and it has come to you twofold. And that is the space you want to live in, and that is the space you want to be in, and that is the feeling that you want to have, because that is happiness and that is gratitude for that future self that is not so wound up that you don't realize that the surrender can bring you the blessings. The next thing is to embrace trust. Every time I question myself, or I question the people that do me wrong or did me wrong, or I question the horrible stuff that the universe threw at me, oh, woe is me, I remind myself, well, now more than before, that everything is happening in the way it needs to happen so that I can grow, and I'm never going to get things that I cannot handle, and that obstacles are good for me so that I can really go on the path that I'm meant to go on. And just reminding myself that I need to trust and continue to trust. And when I lose my trust, I ask the universe for more trust so that I can get past this hurdle. And it's that continuous surrendering and the trusting to a higher power that serves you for your highest, truest good is what will get you through a hurdle, and will also eliminate that fear, which will then result in you letting go of the reins and not wanting or feeling the need to continuously control situations and things and people. The next step is one of my favorite steps. I am surrendering to the universe. I am healthy. I am prosperous. I attract goodness to my life. I attract all things that are necessary of the highest good to me. I am used as a vessel for the highest good. All the affirmations that you can think of that you want for your life, that is what should be your mantra. That is what should be a part of your life. I tell you, we learned about mantras growing up. We knew that we needed to say Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, and that's a mantra. You're repeating the name of God constantly. So I knew about that, and I never really used the same principle for which we now call affirmations for gaining other things. And it's only like recently that I realized a mantra is an affirmation, and if I use it in that way, I can achieve anything. I can be happy, I can be prosperous, I can achieve things that I don't even realize I can achieve. You want to get into the habit of journaling. Journaling has been my therapist for the past couple of months, because I have really been trying to find myself and I want to be like a better, more powerful version of myself. And in order for me to do that, I use journaling to kind of spit out all the things that are worrying me, all the things that are just in my head, maybe that's just kind of making a noise in my head. And then if I just put it down and I let go of that, then it clears up my headspace and it leaves room for me to do the other things that I love. And if you're wondering what that is in the background, that's little Shiv singing along. So don't mind him. He's living his best life and being happy. The next thing is to reach out for support. It's so hard to admit to people, especially if you're someone that like is an overbearing control freak. It's hard to admit that to people, and it's hard to say that I am that person. So when you seek that help and support, it helps you firstly acknowledge it, and then finding a cure for it, because the first step in any healing process is to acknowledge it. And this goes the same for people that are just controlling in certain aspects. Like for me, my controlling personality is to control my life, and I need to know all the details, and that's why I try and plan every little detail, which gets me crazy. And so I talk about it, and I use journaling, and I speak to people about stuff. Or if I don't have someone to talk to, then I read a lot, and I look at and I listen to podcasts, and I watch YouTube videos of people that can help me, of psychiatrists that can help me in that particular regard. And that's why I'm kind of here in this space right now, where I am on this journey of self-awareness and self-care and self-love, and I want to be able to share that with you. And I hope that in doing these steps, it does make you feel better, and it opens up room for you to feel happier, because ultimately that's the goal. We want to feel happier, we want to feel joy, we want to feel love, and we want to enjoy the time that we have here on earth and really make an impact in our capabilities and in our purpose, and really live our truest self. The ninth thing is to realize that you're not alone. If you're a controlling person, you're not the only person that's controlling. Everybody experiences a symptom of it. And we all have that personality, which leads into fear, because we feel that we need to be in control. Something that comes to mind right now is like prayer. My whole life I had been sitting in front of the prayer area and praying to God and saying, please give me this, please give me that, and I want this, and having all of this anxiety towards what I want when asking for it. And more often than not, for those particular prayers, I never got what I asked for. I always got something completely different. And the thing that I got completely different actually turned out to be the best thing that could have happened, and I would have never asked for it because I didn't know that I actually needed it. And that has happened, and it's showed itself to me in my life time and time again. And it's only like knowledge will only resonate with you when you are ready to receive the knowledge. So I think because I've been trying to meditate a little bit longer, the answer kind of came to me because I asked for it. And then what came to me is that when I pray, I shouldn't be praying for something, but rather for the best thing that is for me to live the most fruitful, truest life that I need to live. And I surrender, and I ask you to show me with your guidance what I need to do, because I want to do so many things and I don't know where to start, and I don't know if I'm even on the right path. And just kind of asking in that way and constantly saying, I surrender to you. I want you to show me and to guide me and to liberate me into this light. That's what is truly helping me. and it's truly leading me to my true purpose. So that's step number 9, is that knowing that you're not alone and that you are being guided, you are being watched over, and you are being held, even when you don't know it. It matters. There has been so many instances where I would feel like lost and immediately get an answer, and it would just make me feel better. And so I'm just trying to learn to trust that even more, and to surrender even more, and to just be able to run with that, because I am not alone in anything, and neither are you. And the last step is to make a freedom list, because when you make a freedom list, it will make you happy, it will give you gratitude, and it's just a ripple effect. Freedom means surrendering. Freedom means that there is peace within you. It means that you can trust. Why don't you comment below and let me know what freedom means to you? Having that freedom, knowing that freedom, tasting that freedom. Imagine how liberating it is to just be like, you know what? I'm letting go. I'm not being involved in this anymore. I'm just going to say to God, this is what I feel in my heart that brings me joy, and I give it over to you, and I surrender it to you, and I want you to guide me and show me and use me as a vessel. Let me be my best version. Done. Let go. How gratifying is that? How fulfilling is that? How joyous is that? I mean, try it. Give it a try and let me know. I want to know in the comments below. So the takeaway today is stop trying to control everything and just let it be. Because no matter what you do, you are still going to be given what you are meant to be given. However, there is a however. We as human beings have free will. So we have the free will to make certain decisions. So I'm not saying don't do anything and expect to be given these glorious gifts. Because as the saying goes, God helps those who help themselves. There is truth in that. So when you feel something in your heart, feel it, enjoy it, and know that if it does bring you joy, and if it is feeling like it is the right thing to do, then that is what you offer to the higher power, and then you surrender that. Don't worry about the how, because that will be taken care of. So don't misconstrue it for laziness and just say, oh, I'm just going to sit back and I'm not actually going to do anything about it, and I'm not going to dream, and I'm not going to have goals, because that's not what the message is. The message is to have those goals and to have those dreams and to have, a plan in your head, but also to not be so focused on the how, but work towards it using the guidance from your intuition, and which is ultimately a higher power guiding you to your destiny. Because remember, those ideas are not going to come to you for nothing. Those ideas came to you because the universe wants you to have those ideas. You just need to ask the universe to help you to filter them in the correct way, and to do them and to act on them in the correct way. And I hope I'm making sense. And I guess we've come to the end of this video. I would love to hear your stories in the comments below. And if you haven't by now, please do subscribe to the channel. I try to post weekly, and I try to post more than once a week, but I have been quite bad and irregular because I've been more involved in like YouTube shorts or repurposing my TikTok videos, which I enjoy so much, because one part of me wants to be this Bollywood actress. So I try to live out that dream on TikTok. Okay, so I'm done for today's video. Keep it royal and let it be. Imagine trying to climb the steepest mountain there. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the F I'm talking about. We're living our best lives, living our best lives. We are number one.